Hi everybody, welcome along to the Assassin Rapper. It's Morris Coveney Jr. here, and I'm with director Brian Stynes, and he is the director of Coast Road. Now, it's a very, very good film. It's brilliant, yeah. It's about a mystery thriller set in West Cork. And as you know now, there's loads of crime writers in West Cork, there's loads of crime films in West Cork. Well, not loads of crime films, but you know what I mean?
Yep.
This is a really good film about a mystery. And first of all, how did you come up with the concept, the idea? Because I really like it. Because there's a West Cork podcasts, as you know, with Sophie Plante.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying about the crime. It's like, you know, really kind of runs deep in West Cork. So it's very good place to.
The fellow who did the narration for Coast Road, he's a West Cork man, but he lives and works in London. And when the film was on in a London festival, I went over and met him, and we watched the film together. And it was the first time he'd seen it, even though I'd sent him a link to it, he never actually watched it. It was the first time he was seeing the film, and afterwards he said to me, "Was that about the Plantier case?"
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that going on, which I had to admit that there's a little bit of that going on, absolutely.
All right, yeah. And your next film is going to be a ghost story. Now, is it going to be like Edgar Allan Poe, or is it going to be...
Yeah, it's certainly going to be inflected with that, all right. This is set in 1903 when there was a Land Act passed in the UK Parliament for people who had a lot of land. English landowners had a lot of land, and they wanted to try to appease Irish tenants. They would sell off the land, in a bid to appease everyone, you know. But this is particularly set around Munster. I've actually called it. I just stuck a pin in a map, and it was Doneraile.
Oh,
Doneraile.
right,
So
yeah.
we're talking about the Lord of Doneraile, which I think might be a fictional character, coming back to inherit his business and his home, and he's asked by his father not to sell the estate. So he comes up against some local trouble, but as well as that, he discovers that actually there's some ghostly goings on in the house that is related to, or may not be related to, his own genealogy. And that's all I'd say about that.
Very good. And have you any history of seeing ghosts or anything? Or
I have something happened to me when I was very, very young. I was with a friend, and we were camping. We decided to do a walk of the area we were in. We had not been in this area before, and we were walking along a street, fields. There were lots of fields in this place we were in. And we eventually came onto what seemed to be a large country estate. There was a huge house with lights on up ahead. We said, "Well, we better get out of here because we're on somebody's land. We're going to be done for trespassing." So we left. We found some bushes and we crawled through them, and we made ourselves to a road. I got ourselves to a road, and we got back to our little camp area. The next day, we went looking for the place we were in the previous night. And we couldn't find it. There was just fields everywhere. So we don't know where we were that night.
so it was
It was like a ghostly house at midnight, and then it wasn't there the next day.
So it made for a good kind of real life experience for
Yeah.
the ghost story.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite kind of
Genre?
genre? Yeah.
I do like science fiction, but I do like a good ghost story.
Yeah, I love ghost stories too. So you love Edgar Allan Poe, and
I love Edgar Allan Poe.
what would be your favourite writer? Go back in history or modern day. What would be your main influences?
Of ghost stories? Probably the what's his name? He wrote loads of ghost stories in London, 1800s. I can't remember his name. M.R. James.
Oh, M.R. James.
M.R.
Very
James,
good.
there you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Very good.
I like his stuff.
And actually, Anne Doyle has a new book out where she does all ghost stories from different writers throughout history.
Right.
It's very interesting. And do you want to tell people about you want to raise money for your new film?
Well, that's what we're doing. We're having screenings of Coast Road, which is a murder mystery, and it's a very fun murder mystery. And we're taking around the villages and towns of Cork, trying to raise money for the next film. That's what we're doing with Coast Road.
And it's actually very good because it's a beautiful setting where you can see the kind of ocean in the background and stuff. And it reminds me of when I went on bus tours and stuff. Like, and it would be, I love them kind of enclosed films, like when they're in a train or in a bus, and it's
so
good,
it's very much like a low budget Orient Express. So we couldn't afford a train, but we could afford to hire a bus.
Oh, yeah, and
that's what it was.
Yeah, if people want to support you, is there any other way to support? Is there any link on any website?
Well, you could go to hardbargainpictures.com or .org, both of them will get you there. And that's where we're selling our tickets. So you could probably support us by buying a ticket. You could do that.
Okay, and for advice to people who would want to get into directing, to do what you're doing, what would be their best kind of way to get into the game?
Well, the first thing I did was just to buy a camera. That's the first thing I did. And I found that once I had the camera, everything else just kind of flowed naturally. That I wanted to do more than that because you write.
Exactly.
I write for everything I do. I write myself. And I'm a good organizer, so that's I think kind of important as well. Is you have to be able to organize people and locations and everything else that you need for it.
Definitely.
You're organising.
Oh, exactly. And when you set about a camera and like organising, this is what I saw on a YouTube channel, this is what I do. Like if a person has a YouTube channel and they, just have a phone, they shouldn't wait until they need to get a camera and get the lighting, get the sound. They should make videos because they can always progress. They can always get the camera, get the mic. That's what I do with my YouTube channel.
Because that will give you loads of experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So for people with my channel, even at the moment, when I'm reviewing stuff, when I put stuff near to the camera, you might see the kind of light change. But I'm going to get a light here and a light there to take that away. So you
can control your set. Yeah,
that's it.
That's what you have to do.
So thanks very much for the interview and keep up the great work. Thanks very much. You're watching the Assassin Rapper, and if you like this video, please give it a like and comment below. And if you saw the film, I'd love to know what you think of it. I love
buy a ticket and come and see it.
Oh, definitely. And the information is in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please give it a like and a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.